Welcome to Beyond the Broomstick. I'm Laurie, and each week we pull back the curtain on the myths, history, and modern practice of witchcraft. No Hollywood, no fear, just honest conversation about the craft, healing, and the magic that connects us all. Who were the real villains? Welcome to the very first episode of Beyond the Broomstick. I'm Laurie, and I'm so glad you're here. The purpose of these shorter podcasts isn't to tell you what to believe. It's to start conversations, to explore the history, the misconceptions, and the realities of witchcraft and modern spirituality. My hope is that each episode leaves you thinking, maybe even seeing something from a different perspective. And when it's over, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Agree with me, disagree with me, share your experiences. All that I ask is that you keep it respectful, because meaningful conversations happen when we're willing to listen to one another. So let's begin. Have you ever noticed that when people hear the word witch, they immediately picture what they've seen in movies? Dark magic, evil, curses, pointy hats, flying broomsticks, maybe even someone making pacts with dark forces. But that's Hollywood. It's fiction. I wanted to make this first episode because over the past years of being online and publicly talking about my spirituality, I have received numerous private messages, emails, and even letters sent to my place of business telling me that I'm evil, that what I believe in is evil, that I should open my heart to Jesus, etc., etc. Some were concerned, genuinely concerned. Some were angry. Some genuinely believed they were trying to save me. While I appreciate that those messages come from deeply held beliefs, they also reminded me just how misunderstood the word witch still is today. The truth is, I've practiced some form of spirituality my entire life. I simply stopped hiding who I really was in December of 2019. For years, I kept that part of myself quiet because I knew how people would react. Eventually, I realized that living authentically mattered more than living comfortably. Here's something many people don't realize. Historically, many of the people accused of being witches weren't casting spells or serving dark forces. In fact, it was the opposite. They were midwives. They were herbalists. They were wise women, people who understood plants, people who cared for sick, people who delivered babies, people who lived close to nature and shared knowledge that had been passed down for generations. So I have to ask the question, why was that considered so evil? It's ludicrous. It's ridiculous. During the witch hunts, thousands of people, most of them women, were accused of witchcraft. Historians have shown that these accusations often had very little to do with actual spiritual beliefs. Women became targets because they were outspoken, because they were independent, because they were healers, because they were widowed or lived alone, because they owned property, because they challenged authority. or because they simply didn't fit into the expectations society placed upon them. Sometimes accusations grew from fear, sometimes from politics, sometimes from religious conflicts, sometimes from inheritance disputes, sometimes from personal revenge. All someone had to do was point a finger and say, "Witch!" Every case was different, but history repeatedly shows that many witch trials were about power and control, not truth. Now, let me be very clear. I'm not asking you to believe what I believe. I'm not asking you to walk my path. Your faith is yours. Your spiritual journey is yours, and I respect that. And I would never try to change your mind. All I ask is for that same respect in return. I'm not going to be bullied, shamed, or manipulated through fear because my spiritual path looks different from someone else's. And that's one of the many reasons I created Mystic Market. At Mystic Market, what we do is rooted in healing. It's meditation, energy work, herbal knowledge, mindfulness, compassion, helping people reconnect with themselves. We encourage personal growth no matter what spiritual path you're walking. There's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, sinister about helping someone find peace. So before you judge someone based on a movie or a rumor or centuries-old fear, take a little time to learn. Ask questions. Read history from multiple perspectives. Have conversations instead of assumptions, because history often tells a very different story than the myths we've inherited. And maybe, just maybe, the people we were taught to fear were actually the ones trying to help. So, with that, I want to thank you for joining me for podcast number 1 of Beyond the Broomstick. Now, I'd love to hear from you. When you hear the word witch, what comes to mind? And do you think that image came from history, religion, Hollywood, or somewhere else? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. And your perspective may inspire a future episode. So until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and always look beyond the broomstick. Take care, everyone.